Hey guys, Josh here with Northface Construction, sitting here with Morgan with Construction to Style. We're going to talk about styles and trends and boosting curb appeal. We don't really have a name for this video series that we're starting out, so if you have any ideas, comment below right now, and we'd love to hear it because we might be able to give you the credit for naming this. I don't know what it is.
I love it.
We had some ideas, but nothing.
I forgot what they were now.
Booster street cred. Cool stuff. Yeah. Anyways. So let's talk about styles. You guys do interiors, so you're always doing mood boards, and you're kind of keeping up on the trends on where the whole scene of things is going. I mean, what are some things that you've seen in 2018 in regards to styles, textures, trends, and colors, and what do you see coming up in the future, really?
So last year, I think a lot of people are playing it safe and sticking with the grays and the more neutrals and a lot of whites. And now this year for 2019, it's all about people are getting bold and doing colors and patterns and textures. And what I love too is even about the interiors, people are always thinking about what to do on their exteriors because they want to make sure that the styles fit together, that the colors coordinate, that they don't have a modern farmhouse on the outside, but then inside they have traditional.
Yeah, that could get a little funky.
Yeah, so even though they might not be doing all these renovations at one time, they want to make sure that across the board their designs are cohesive and fit together. But moving into 2019, we've been seeing a big shift from the exterior side is a lot of moving into, instead of even the traditional beiges and grays, people
standard, go to
for sure,
spec home kind of stuff.
And people even on the interior, and this is moving to the exterior, people were sticking with the beiges and browns, and then they're moving into the grays, thinking that they were being on trend and ahead of the trend, when really that's still playing it safe. And to give that really clean look, even on the exteriors, we're seeing black coming back into play a lot.
We actually just finished a project with some black siding, and it was like cedar. Yeah, it was really cool, but they were willing to kind of, like you said, get out of that comfort zone.
And think bigger too,
and make a bold statement. I mean, if you go down that street, that house is very unique, and it looks pretty cool.
And it stands out, and even taking the black tones and mixing it with wood, the wood elements are coming back big time.
We had cedar accents on that, so it's really cool kind of changing not only like the feel, the texture, the warmth, you know. A lot of people think modern, at least in my opinion, modern and stuff is cold and whatever. It's just, but if you add those wood features and stuff, I feel like that is even something that's a trend. To kind of go off topic maybe a little bit from the colors, but the wood aspect. Are you guys seeing that on the interiors too? Absolutely.
And then even with, I kind of hate the word trend because I always try to think of like long-term longevity versus the short-term. And when I think of the black with the wood tones, like you think back into modern century furniture that has stood the test of time. And so that kind of exterior, interior, when people do that, I think it's a safe play to go, and it's gonna stay there, and you just have to be daring enough and willing to take the investment financially.
That's a scary thing. I mean, when people take on like a full remodel like that, I mean, that's kind of, I mean, sometimes, I mean, that's a lot of money sometimes with interior, exterior, whatever it is. You know, even just doing a roof can be expensive, and that's not even your curb appeal necessarily.
Absolutely. When I think too, people always think about the finances and think, we want to make a safe decision, like that's a little bit too trendy or risky just because it's bold in color and patterns and textures. But that's probably actually a safer bet than doing it with the beiges or the grays, because those are the colors that are going to be coming in and out over the years. One thing we're seeing moving in 2018 is a lot of blues and greens. And again, interiors going into exteriors, like I don't know, you know, you're the expert at exteriors, but just from driving and seeing our clients' homes, blue siding used to be big, then it went out, and now I kind of see that coming back in again.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of that actually. So it's like you said, the hues of the grays and the blues, and a lot of white trim. I mean, we're even seeing more white. White, bigger pieces, not just like a little spot with shakes, not like just a little bit of trim, but like even like whole sides of the house are like board and batten white. People are using more texture driven things than like having, what was that, like 2009, 2010 in that area.
Yep.
That, you have this hue brown, this tan,
yes.
this, and all of a sudden the front of this house that has shea, sport and batten, lap siding, trim, it has like 5-6 different colors.
Yep.
Almost too busy.
Yep, absolutely.
It kind of convolutes the whole.
Yeah.
Like what's the style?
Yeah. Well, and two, we've seen, so the black is now in like the black windows, and so people are doing a lot of the black windows, and then exterior, everything white besides the black windows, because then that just makes that really stand out and gives it a pop.
Interesting. You guys did that on the inside of your house, right?
What?
With the trim, black kind of thing? Yeah. That's where I saw it.
We couldn't afford to put all black windows in yet, so we were like, we're just going to paint our windows black for the time being.
You can do. Save money. I mean, that kind of goes back to what you guys do. Part of your mission and what you guys do as a company is not only you remodel, but you teach people how to do this stuff on a budget, right?
Yes, absolutely,
so what are some recent things like that? I mean, not to go too far off topic of styles, but what are some ways that some people can do these things themselves, maybe? We have tutorials on our site about DIY painting cabinetry, how to scrape your popcorn ceiling and put knockdown textured up. Everyone loves knockdown.
Yeah, yesterday Jamie and I did a wood plank panel ceiling, and that tutorial is coming to the blog next week.
That's awesome.
So yeah, lots of things.
Good people to follow.
Fun.
Yeah, so I mean, what are the like kind of overall kind of categories that you would put the styles in? Like, I think you mentioned something before, like farmhouse exteriors, stuff like that.
Yeah, I'd say the top things that normally our clients and even our readers go to is modern farmhouse.
Okay.
Then we have traditional, and then we have just modern too.
Okay.
So those are usually the three.
So I'm not the trendiest person by any means. Could you go into a little detail? Like I know the Craftsman Style, like that. I kind of know what that means, obviously, on the exterior. I shouldn't. I always say
Craftsman, so I just said traditional. But Craftsman and traditional, I think go hand in hand. It's where the carpenter is really putting the details into the craft, the woodwork, and it's more traditional family style homes that are doing styles like that. Then modern is really the clean lines, everything's straight, even. It's very minimal.
And even symmetrical.
Yes.
And stuff like that.
Less is more, which is nice. Very clean.
Yeah.
And like you said, a lot of people think it's cold, but if you incorporate the right materials and the right furniture, it doesn't have to be cold. Yeah. And then farmhouse, the last one, everyone's really doing the modern farmhouse, so it's not too farmy. So it's doing the shiplap, but yet still bringing in the modern elements, which would be like West Elm, shopping.
Okay. That kind of stylish stuff. So in regards to the actual colors, I think you guys just put a blog post out there on like, what is the color Pantone, am I saying that right? Pantone color of the year.
Yes.
Do you want to elaborate on that a little bit more?
Yeah, so the Pantone color of the year is it's coral, and there's a lot of colors coming out this year. Yeah.
Coral. Not something that but
it's interesting because Pantone releases the color of the year after New York Fashion Week every year, and once you see that too, you'll start to notice that other brands start releasing all their new trends or collections right after Fashion Week.
So they base it off of.
Yeah, and it doesn't. You might not be in the fashion industry. You might be in the home industry. Any industry out there, really. They take elements from the runway and really it drives home what they're gonna do within their own brand or all that. Yeah, it is interesting.
I had no idea about that. The connection, but you have a background in
fashion. Yeah, and so even on the runway this year, you saw a lot of reds. And so now you're starting to see already, and I don't even know what month it is, almost February, that
where's life going?
Yeah, if you're out shopping, you'll start to notice a lot more reds in the store, and red has been out for a while, and now you're gonna see it coming back in. And that was another thing I was reading, that red might be coming back in an exterior, which is super interesting.
Actually, I kind of would agree on that. We did a project, we have a project literally coming up in Elk River here, down off Highway 10, that
crazy.
Red, just like red with white trim. Funny. You want that kind of farmhouse feel in a sense.
That's what they say too, because everyone probably because of Chip and Joanna, Fixer Upper, like love farmhouse, and so now and even in their show and things like that, you never saw red, but now they're trying to see how farmhouse, that style is evolving. The Fixer Upper one, and they're saying that they're taking the farmhouse style and bringing the red.
So
from
they're
it,
kind of creating the, like pushing.
I think so,
they're just trendsetters,
yeah,
of course.
for sure.
Yeah. I mean, love you, Chip and Joanna, for watching.
Hey, and you're wearing red. You're very
Yeah.
on trend today.
Yeah, I just, yeah.
And green, so green.
Yeah,
and blues
I am
are coming
trendy.
back.
It's just natural to me. What can I say?
Oh my gosh.
You know, just wearing plaid.
Yeah, but even whites, like last year it was very white. This year we've seen white go into a little bit more of a creamier white. So everyone that got rid of their brown cabinets, now brown is probably making their way back for 2020. Calling it right now.
I'll should put it on the record, so we'll see. We'll come back to this in 2020 and do a second meetup and see if it actually stood the test of time. So, I mean, I think that's pretty good. We kind of hit a good spread of, like, you know, colors, textures, different styles. Really insightful, especially for a person like me. I don't feel like I'm on the up and up necessarily, so it's really interesting to learn the connection between Fashion Week, you know, with the Pantone stuff, all the connections. I mean, it opens the eyes, you know, what the possibilities are, and being bold is the way to go long term in a sense. So really appreciate the time.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Yeah, well, thanks for being one of the first. So thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to check out Construction Style, where can they find you?
Constructionstyle.com, or all of our handles on social are construction, the number 2, style.
Cool. And if you're watching this, you know where to find us. So thanks, you guys. Have a great one.